Hello my friends, welcome back to XP Weekly, your go-to for what's fresh on Xbox Game Pass. I don't know about you, but I love that feeling of opening the Game Pass app and seeing something new pop up. Even if I don't have time to play it immediately, it's like a little gaming gift waiting to be unwrapped. This week, the 16th of June to the 22nd of June, we're getting 4 new games, and honestly, each one scratches a totally different itch. So whether you're into tough platformers, deep sci-fi weirdness, artsy adventures, or fast-paced multiplayer chaos, there's something here you're probably going to want to try. Let's break each of these down and talk about why they're worth your time, or at least worth downloading before your backlog eats you alive. Alright, so first up we have Crash Bandicoot 4. It's about time, and I must say it is about time that it came to Game Pass. So it's coming to Game Pass on the 17th of June. This one's kind of a no-brainer if you grew up with the PlayStation era. It's a proper sequel to the original trilogy, and it feels like it. It's colourful, challenging, fast-paced, and the level design is tight in all the right ways. You've got all your classics here: spin jumps, crate smashing, running from boulders, but now there's way more depth, thanks to 4 different masks that each give you powers like slowing time, flipping gravity, or phasing platforms in and out. That sounds simple, but later levels mix all of that together and it gets pretty wild. Plus, you can play as Crash, Coco, Torna, Cortex, even Dingodile. Each one plays a bit differently, so it keeps things fresh. I'll be honest with you, this game isn't easy, but it's also super rewarding when you nail a tough run and finally get that hidden gem or perfect score. If you like platformers that don't hold your hand, this is one of the best in recent years. Also coming on the 17th of June, we've got FBC Firebreak. And this one's got me really curious. It's Remedy's new co-op game set in the Control universe. So right away, you know it's going to be weird, moody, and full of creepy sci-fi vibes. You're part of the Federal Bureau of Control, jumping into these jobs, anomaly zones inside the oldest house where literally anything can happen. It's built for 3-player squads, but you can solo it too. Each run's different thanks to shifting environments and procedural elements. You get to build your agent's skills and gear over time, which makes it feel a bit like a roguelike blended with Left 4 Dead, but more tactical and slower paced. The combat is snappy, the powers look cool, and it's Remedy, so you know there's going to be some mind-bending lore baked in. If you're someone who likes co-op games that want something more than just wave shooting, Firebreak might actually surprise you. I've got a feeling that this could become one of those quiet Game Pass hits that people talk about 6 months later. Next, also on the 17th of June, we've got Lost in Random: The Eternal Die, and this one's got a real unique flavour. The art style immediately stands out. It's this creepy cute, claymation-inspired world that looks like it came out of a Tim Burton movie. You play as Queen Alexandra, travelling through a kingdom ruled by chaos and dice. The combat is where it gets really fun. You roll a living die named Fortune during battle, and your roll determines what abilities or attacks you can use from a card deck. It's a mix of real-time dodging and planning ahead, and somehow it works. It's a game that's more about the journey than just raw action. There's a surprisingly emotional story, some great voice acting, and the world building is really rich. I wouldn't say it's for everyone, but if you liked games like Psychonauts 2, Bastion, or even Ni no Kuni, you'll probably vibe with this. And since it's on Game Pass, easy download. You'll know within the first hour if it's for you. Last up, on the 19th of June, we've got Rematch, a brand new arcade football game that's aiming to be your next sofa party favourite. This one's nothing like FIFA. It's 5v5, super fast, and more about big plays than realism. You control a single player, no passing between the whole team. It's focused, it's fluid, and it feels more like Rocket League than traditional sports sims. You've got power moves, flashy shots, quick jukes, and even a few iconic players like Ronaldinho in an animated, cartoony style. It's meant to be fun first, and that's honestly refreshing in the sports game world. Also, the matches are short, like under 10 minutes short, so it's the kind of game you can just jump into during a lunch break or between other stuff, and if you've got friends online, or even better on the sofa with you, this is probably going to be one of those go-to Game Pass games for quick competitive matches. Definitely worth giving a shot if you've got that competitive streak, but don't want something too serious. So yeah, this week might not have a lot of games, but what we're getting is pretty solid across the board and a nice bit of diversity in terms of game genres. So we've got Crash Bandicoot 4, if you love that old school challenge and polish, FBC Firebreak for weird tense co-op in one of the coolest universes out there, Lost in Random the Eternal Die for something creative and different and roguelite, Rematch if you just want to hop in and have fun without overthinking it. Let me know in the comments what you're excited for. I'm probably firing up Crash first just to rage at myself for missing a crate 3 times in a row before jumping into some Firebreak. And hey, if this helps you out, give it a like, hit subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on notifications so you don't miss next week's update. I drop these every week, no fluff, just what's new and why it's worth your time. Thanks for hanging out and happy gaming.